What up, folk? Y'all still running around here messing with these black bitches? I done told you. You're gonna learn. One of the worst things a man can do, especially in these days and time, is have anything to do with a black woman, especially a black woman who don't have kids with you. Let me tell you something, man. I keep telling y'all, man, it's a psychological issue. And as a black man, I don't give a fuck what you do, how much you do for them kids, how much you do for their mother, how much child support you pay. It's still never enough. They still gonna say you was never there. You ain't shit and all this and that and blah, 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 blah. You gotta think. This ain't nothing but another programming and conditioning that's been done by the system. That's why I keep telling y'all. The biggest mistake you can do or make is get involved with a black woman, period. I see why when brothers get money and shit, they don't fuck with y'all bitches. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. See, dealing with a black woman is equal to child support. It's equal to jail sentences. Dealing with a black woman is equal to hardships and misery. All of them. See, at one time, I was saying that I was only against those that, cooperate with the system. Man, it's all these motherfucking modern black women, man. They psychologically dead. Now, I'll be the first one to admit, it's not all of you. But it's only a small handful of good black women in the society. And I'm married to one of them. But no one understands, you can best believe, if something was to ever happen and me and my wife went our separate ways, outside of my wife, I would never fuck with another black woman again a day in my life. The black woman that I'm married to, she's the last black woman that I will ever fuck with. And she's a good one. And I think we'll get old and die together. But if something was to ever happen, see, that's why my wife ain't got to worry about me cheating on her. She ain't never got to worry about that. When I be out in society, and I be seeing these bras out here, these 304s, I see what they do. Man, look here. I wouldn't give them bitches the time of the day. See, you dealing with these black women, it ain't gonna do nothing but turn into hardship for you. I knew a young man, I told y'all a story. It was a black broad. She chose a bum. Now that don't change the fact that when you got kids, it is a man's responsibility to be there for and take care of his kids. No doubt. But that don't change the fact that it's two sides to every story. And see, they will be quick to tell you that. Oh, it's two sides to every story. But then when some shit happens, the whole story is all on you. They never want to accept accountability. I told y'all the story about a young man. Man came home from prison. The man was broke as hell. Didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw out of. He was a bum. But the woman still chose him. The woman still chose him. The woman still chose him. Laid down, had sex with him, and asked the man to take off the rubber. Asked him to take off the rubber. Now, he made a decision, but she shouldn't have done it. But she still made a choice as well and asked him to take it off. You know this man didn't have shit. You know this man was just getting out of prison, didn't have a pot of piss in or when to throw it out. But you asked him to take off the rubber and end up getting pregnant. Now, once you got pregnant, it's a problem. Everything is his fault. But when y'all laid down, y'all both made a motherfucking decision. This was consensual. Was you raped? This was consensual. Y'all both made a choice. Life is based on the choices you make. Y'all both made a choice. Then you chose to ask this man to take off the condom. At least he had enough sense to put on the condom, but then he lost his way when he took it off. She ends up pregnant. Then turn around and end up pregnant again by the same dude. So the dude was trying his best, doing what he got to do, knowing he was fresh out of jail or whatever. He went and got him a little piece of job or whatever. They trying to do their thing, whatever the case may be. I put it to you like this. The kids wasn't even 3 years old before she was trying to put him out. She running around, she cheating on him, whatever the case may be. The man saying, I ain't going nowhere. I got kids in here, I got to support. So what she do? The bitch called the sheriff. Had the man put out the house. When the sheriff came to put him out the house, the man had a warrant, so he go to jail. Now the whole time while the man get put out of the house, he go to jail, the bitch done lied to the kids and said he walked out on them. He didn't walk out. You had the man put out. Then he went to jail. The man got out of jail. He was back to square one. Didn't have a place to stay or when to throw out of, pot the piss or when to throw out of. Put the man in a terrible position. And you had kids with him. Now, the same broad already had kids by another dude. So the man shouldn't have been fucking with her, no way. So she kicked him out. The man going by his business. You know, the man sleeping in abandoned houses, doing all kind of shit. He going through it, in and out of jail. She put him in a position. But he never stopped and he never gave up and he stayed strong. The man went to prison for that one last time. When he came out that last time, it wasn't no turning back. The man had went back to school. The man had got his education. The man had got trades. The man had got everything that he needed to be successful out in society. The man came home, living in like boarding houses and shit like this and that and blah, blah, blah. The whole point I'm making is the whole time this man was in the struggle, going through what he was going through, it was fine. The mother was fine. The kids was fine. The damn stepdaughter was fine. Everything was good. But as soon as this man touched down and got on his motherfucking feet and started doing good, it became a problem. All of a sudden, he don't care. All of a sudden, he putting everything else first. What a man did, the best that he could do with his kids, then the man was turning around paying $600 a month child support. He paid his child support. Still wasn't enough for the bitches. Lied, say the man walked out on his kids when he never walked out on his kids. The woman created that situation and had him kicked out. Things didn't go the way that she planned. Things ended up going right for him. Man ended up getting married, ended up owning a home, ended up having vehicles, ended up with a good job. I'm talking about ended up doing real good. Now all of a sudden, he ain't shit. All of a sudden, he don't care. All of a sudden, he putting everything else first. But the damn child support people calling her saying, oh, he paying his money. See, the kids done turned 18 now. 117, 118. The man done with child support, pretty much. But the point I'm making is, dealing with these black women, in these days and times, even the motherfucking kids gonna grow up to disrespect. I'm telling you, you getting with these black women and you having daughters with these women, no one understand that black woman already your enemy. Then her daughters coming up under social media, coming up in this new age society. Then they listening to the mama talk shit. So what you think gonna happen to their head? They gonna grow up and end up disrespecting you. Now, this same situation, the dude got her pregnant twice. But she already had a daughter that wasn't his. Now the daughter that wasn't his, guess what she ended up doing? She ended up growing up sucking pussy. Ended up growing up being a lesbian. Simply because when she was a young girl, her mama used to allow her to have her friends come over and shit. But see, her mama's had an issue at that particular time. This and that. She wasn't watching them kids. Well, evidently, her little friends that was coming over there, somebody had been putting their hands on them because they came over there and started putting their hands on her. She liked it and ran with it. Now she's a straight up all out motherfucking lesbian. Throwing her life in the trash can, living like a Pookie and Ray Ray. Ain't got shit, but yet and still would turn around and talk shit to her sisters about their daddy. Didn't I tell y'all, do not have kids or be in a relationship with these women who already got kids? Them motherfuckers ain't gonna grow up to respect you, man. The man had kids with this woman, but the woman already had a daughter, and the daughter that ain't his, guess what she doing? She's sitting up with his motherfucking kids trying to talk shit about him. See, that ain't his child. I keep telling y'all, man, do not deal with these black women who have children. Matter of fact, to fuck with a black woman today is the biggest mistake you can make. Your ass gonna end up in a situation. Your ass gonna end up feeling unappreciated. Your ass gonna end up feeling like you've been cheated. Your ass gonna end up paying child support. Nothing good is gonna happen to you dealing with these black women of the day. I'm telling you, boycott their ass. Boycott their ass. The way shit is now, man, you see all this noise, the shit that they doing these days, and man, see, anytime you got a problem, you got to get to the core of the situation. I remember one time I had a big knot on my finger where I had to have surgery. So when I go to the doctor, they see this big swollen knot on my hand, so they had to do x-ray, but what they had to do, they had to get to the core. And what they looked at when they looked at the core, they found a little knot that was sitting on the bone, which was the problem. So what they had to do, they had to drain it, they had to cut it, do all this and that. Then they had to get down there to the core of the problem and scrape the problem off the bone in order to fix it. And that's the same thing you got to do in today's society. See, in a lot of these situations, the core of the problem coming out of these households be these motherfucking women. I just told y'all what happened with this dude. Man, innocent in every way. In every way. The times when he couldn't be there, he getting blamed for that as well. Hell, the man was homeless. The man was in and out of jail. Your mama had done kicked him out of the house. He didn't have a dime in his damn pocket. He was trying to get his shit together. That's why he wasn't around at that particular minute. Yeah. Man, listen here. I keep telling y'all, man. One of the worst things you can do in today's society, because I'm telling you, it's a psychological thing. See, it's a mind game. It's a mental warfare that's done been played. And the average black woman is psychologically damaged. They mentally destroyed, man. They up on this new age shit. Man, the best thing you can do is don't fuck with them bitches. Leave them alone. Leave them alone and leave their motherfucking kids alone. And if she already got kids, man, you ain't got no business fucking with her. You better run. You better run, because you're making the biggest mistake of your fucking life. You're making the biggest mistake of your fucking life. Nobody respects a stepdaddy. Here it is, you a stepdaddy playing these games, trying to raise another man's child, and she ain't gonna do him to grow up and disrespect you and talk shit about you. Regardless of how good you do and how much you do, black women will never be satisfied. They are a waste of time. And I know a lot of y'all gonna hate to hear what I'm about to say, but your motherfucking daughters are the same way. Your daughters is the same way. Your daughters is the same way. Because they been raised up in this society. See, a lot of these black women in these single households that they choosing, man, they don't have time with these kids. These kids don't have no damn structure, so they don't respect nothing. And I'm going to tell all you fathers out there, if you have a child that want to sit up and run her mouth and be disrespectful, see, that's a no-no. You don't tolerate that shit. Don't put your hands on them. Don't waste your time with them. You cut their ass off. Anytime a child gets smart at the mouth and want to be disrespectful, then she grown enough to go on her motherfucking own and do her thing. You understand what I'm saying? I told my daughter, if you ever open your motherfucking mouth to me and try to get smart and disrespectful, then you can forget who the fuck I am. Don't you never call me again in your life. And this is the issue that you deal with modern black women in today's society. I keep telling y'all, man, the boycott is real. Fuck a black bitch. Leave these black women alone. Don't have nothing to do with them, especially if they already got children, a ready-made family. Message!